意大利家族品牌 LEMA 拥有超50年匠心工艺与系统设计积淀，品牌秉持 Feel at Home 理念，追求平衡温润的日常质感，以人本设计、精湛工艺与天然材质构筑舒适温暖的居住空间。2026米兰国际家具展77度联合 ICA 艺卡发起 Color as Matter 色彩对谈，走进 LEMA 米兰展现场，从 Color as Matter 这一视角出发，探讨色彩、材质与光线将如何共筑理想居所。
We presented some new products developed with Carlo. Exactly in this room where we are, we presented some new color, new light color, that is new melamine, new light oak melamine, and this color of all the metal parts, that we call it champagne, following this new trend to have some rooms lighter and I can say more easy to be in our opinion.
The new collection is amazing because it's not only one pieces, but it's a lot of pieces, beautiful and a big collection. The idea is to work not for the stand like in the fair, but really the LEMA house. When you will be there, the feeling is you are feel at home. And the philosophy for the new collection is we work with the curve, with the very elegant shape, a sophisticated shape and a nice material. You can see the marble for the table, leather, fabric and wood, the special material, nice color, nice mood board. Our client is very happy because we changed totally the image of LEMA and we are proud and very happy. Thank you.
One of the pieces that I would pick, it's actually the Vega table. The soft shape, the softness that comes with this irregular shape is very nice, and it reminds of like a stone that is moved by the water. And you know, in terms of ICA, there are two meanings behind this. First of all, technically speaking, the application of the coating has to be really well done in terms of following the shape of the table and the curves of the table. And then all of the coatings are water-based. In terms of the color system, I think, the colors are very, very sophisticated, and it definitely follows the trend, which is towards the soft nuances, and they are so well matched with all the other materials.
So we know that LEMA has set up the contract division back in 2004 maybe. You have also gained great recognition in the Chinese market. So for recent years, what are the preferences or trends you have been seeing in the Chinese market?
We are selling a lot in the Chinese market, mainly building with the apartments that are sold already furnished. Our strength is that the client can use a lot of different colors, matte or brilliant, or some in collection or not, because we have the supplier that can help us doing this. So our client is so free to use whatever he wants, and this is one of the reasons why we are selling so in China a lot. Also in this big project where produce furniture but also deliver in time and install in time.
I also wondering, when you are designing a product, how do you balance this global or universal aesthetic and also the localized preferences to adapt to different markets?
When I start to work at a new collection is to work 50% of my experience in 35 years, because this year is 35 years for me for the Salone del Mobile. And the second, I need to respect the DNA of the brand. This is very important because LEMA is a story brand. You need to work also for the technology with the stuff inside. And I start to work with the sketch, but normally we work together to find the best solution for the technology, for the solution of the color, finishing, details. I'm very happy because the structure of the factory is very strong. I have a lot of people, young people to work with me and with Angelo, and we are very happy for the new collection this year. The inspiration comes from art, comes from the nature, comes from my experience, my trip in the world, and my passion, of course. But it's very important to keep the DNA of the brand. This is very important. 50 and 50, yeah.
For Giorgia, after visiting the Salone 2026, what's the upcoming color trend? Could you share with us some new inspirations for home design? in the future?
Well, I think what we can look at with this year at the Salone is more the end of a cold minimalism, and it looks like we're heading towards the sensorial luxury. By sensorial luxury, this meaning is actually related to the fact that the home is becoming like a sanctuary. So we try to create it in a way that it's closer to nature, that it makes us feel as at peace and welcome as much as possible. And in terms of colors, we set this already towards soft nuances, closer to natural colors like mud, olive green, dark greens, browns. In terms of the materials, there is definitely a search for real materials. Having something that is actually real stone that has like a material with its own truth. Or the wood, where actually coatings are used to maybe brought up the open pore of the wood or the wood veins. And in terms of craftsmanship, we are still in a world where the production has a high demand. So how do we keep the craftsmanship? It looks like maybe in the future the digital crafts will be actually something that takes place because it helps to have a high-end craftsmanship with still the touch of the soul, the touch of a human hand.
Last question for Angelo. Building on Feel at Home, this philosophy, how will LEMA enhance the emotional value for living spaces in the future through the application of colors and materials?
Trying, of course, architects help us because they feel the future, and they help us a lot. And so we try to follow the fashion, but in a very slow way, because if you follow too much the fashion and you realize something that this year is so beautiful because it's so trendy, maybe next year it would be not. A cloth you can change it, but not your house. So we want that our color, our feeling, our material will enjoy you year by year for 20 years, for 30 years when you are in your house and you feel at home the best as possible. Every 5 years, more or less, we try and change. Now, at the moment, for example, there is a lot of glass, a lot of metal in the house, but also sustainable materials. So we present this year a lot of new fabric, very soft, very comfortable. And this is a trend we try to follow year by year.
以家为原点，以质感为语言。LEMA 传承意大利家族匠心，坚守人本设计，以温润色彩、自然材质与和谐比例，让空间处处传递 Feel at Home 的温暖力量。Color as matter， 色彩是家的温度，是材质的情绪，是日常生活的归属感。